Welcome to the Guru Immigration YouTube channel. This two-part series covers 30 essential topics for international students planning to study in Canada. In Part 1, we discuss study permit eligibility, application process, financial support, letter of explanation, biometrics, medical exams, family details, travel history, academic criteria, work experience, using consultants, student direct stream, post-graduation work, bringing family, student housing, and health insurance. In Part 2, we will cover travel booking tips, visa centers, SDS language tests, police clearances, application fees, permit refusals, extending your stay, changing institutions, working on/off campus, re-entering Canada, bringing dependents, biometrics exemption, custodianship for minors, and an arrival checklist. Let's dive into today's video. Only book your travel to Canada after receiving your study permit approval. Be prepared to show proof of travel reservations if requested. Ensure your travel dates align with your program's start and end. Budget for airfare, transportation, temporary accommodation costs. But avoid making inflexible, non-refundable bookings before your permit is approved. Find your nearest visa application center for biometric submission and schedule an appointment to provide fingerprints and photos. Pay the biometrics fee at the VAC. Understand which documents to carry and procedures to follow. Meet all deadlines and requirements set by the VAC staff. And clarify any doubts or special instructions. The VAC is a key step. If applying through the student direct stream, take an approved language test like IELTS, CELPIP, or TEF and meet the minimum required scores for your study level. Request the test scores be directly sent to the visa office. Be prepared to retake the test if your initial scores don't meet SDS requirements. Language skills are crucial. Determine if you need police certificates or clearances from your home country or any place you lived for over 6 months since age 18. Ensure they're issued by an approved authority. Submit originals or certified true copies. Disclose any criminal records up front with supporting court documents. Don't let this requirement catch you off guard. Calculate the exact fees required for your study permit application, biometrics, and any other applicable charges. Understand the accepted payment methods. Pay all fees upfront before submitting your online or paper application. Get fee receipts and include copies. And check if your institution offers any fee bursaries or reimbursements to save some costs. Budgeting is key. A study permit refusal is disappointing but not the end. Understand common reasons like incomplete documentation, insufficient funds, or inadmissibility concerns. If refused, respond to any issues raised and provide additional supporting documents. Explore options to appeal the refusal decision or reapply after resolving the highlighted problems. And seek legal advice if you believe the refusal was unreasonable. Don't give up. If you need to extend your stay in Canada beyond your initial study permit, apply for an extension before your current permit expires. Show proof of continued enrollment and meeting all requirements. Provide updated proof of financial support and any new supporting documents. Pay the extension fees as well as any issuance fees if changing study levels. And don't forget to extend permits for any accompanying family too. Extend that stay. If you plan to change your school or study program in Canada, notify the visa office immediately. Obtain a new letter of acceptance from the institution you'll be transferring to. Explain the reasons for changing in a letter. Ensure the new school is approved and designated. And you'll likely need to pay a new compliance fee when changing institutions. Smooth transfers. Check if you're eligible to work on campus at your institution without a separate work permit. Understand the weekly hour limits and any other conditions. Notify the relevant department about your on-campus job. If doing an internship program, explore getting a co-op work permit. But maintain your full-time student status to keep working on campus. Extra income. In most cases, You'll need a separate off-campus work permit to work in Canada while studying. Check the eligibility criteria based on your program level and enrollment status. Apply for the permit only after receiving a valid job offer. Provide details of the employment contract and your role. Be aware of any work hour restrictions or conditions. Let's get that permit. If traveling outside Canada for more than 6 months, get a re-entry study permit before leaving. For shorter trips, ensure you carry proof of your student status. Understand the entry requirements when re-entering Canada. Renew your study permit before expiry if planning to re-enter as a student. And maintain your full-time enrollment to keep that student status valid. Hassle-free re-entry. If your spouse or partner will be accompanying you, they may be eligible for an open work permit upon approval. Children under 19 can study without a separate permit. Show you have sufficient funds to cover living expenses for all dependents. Provide supporting documents like marriage and birth certificates. Note that separate fees apply for each dependent's permit application. Family together. Check if you qualify for any biometrics exemption categories to avoid giving fingerprints and photos. You may be exempt if you've provided biometrics for a previous Canadian visa. Certain nationals are also exempt. Children under 14 and adults over 79 generally don't need to give biometrics. If eligible, request a refund for any biometrics fees paid. Exemptions can save time. If you're a minor student traveling to Canada, you may need a custodian declaration. Identify a custodian institution or individual in Canada to take responsibility. Obtain notarized custodianship documents and consent letters from parents or guardians. Provide details of your travel and accommodation plans. And explain your guardianship arrangements for your stay. Support for minors. As your study permit is approved, confirm your accommodation and transportation from the airport. Get all your permit documents printed and make certified copies. Understand what documents to carry for smooth entry into Canada. And prepare for potential interviews or questioning by border officials. You're almost a Canadian student. Stay prepared. Thanks for watching part 2 of our series on essential topics for international students planning to study in Canada. We hope you now feel more prepared for your study abroad journey. If you enjoyed this series, please subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, and hit the bell icon for more valuable content on studying and living in Canada. Good luck, and we wish you all the best in your new adventure.